Morning, how are you? How are you?
How are you?
Good. Morning. Slept great. No piss during the night. Always a good thing.
So this is Shira Camp. We're at about 3,800 metres and we're going this direction up a ridge to the lava tower. And today is really important. It's an acclimatisation hike day, so we go to 4,600 metres, have lunch there, and then we descend to Barranco Camp.
Now, just following on from yesterday, I mentioned in terms of the mental game that we're here, and it's a practice. The mental game is always a practice. So something to practice today. Yesterday I talked about mind-body connection and more around muscles and joints. Today I want to think about mind-body around our respiratory system and how we're breathing. Yeah. So if we find ourselves in negative states, which will happen today, we're going over 4-6. It's a bit of a push. We've come from like 1-3 only 3 days ago, so it's a big ascent. You know, we'll be struggling at times. We'll have this wash of negative emotion over us. Just link into your breath, a specific part of it. Think about expanding your lungs as much as you can. And a great cue around that is calm the breathing, calm the mind. And just link into the intention behind those words. So try and calm your breathing through focusing on what it's doing, yeah? It's a really powerful thing to bring you back to the present moment. And that's where we want to be in terms of performance. Okay? I have an expression I like to use for myself. It's a deeply learned belief and reality that the success is in the preparation. So that means that you can't do anything about your physical or mental state, particularly physical state, when you get into the action, when you get into the endeavor, when you get into the pursuit. It's too late. Something breaks, or something needs replacing, or even you need a little bit of a mental reset. Those things can be done during intra-endeavor, but nothing can be done about your physical state. So the work has to be put in beforehand, and it has to be detailed and programmed and stressful. You have to have put yourself into physical states of stress and discomfort and even pain, so that your body is in a state of physical preparedness to deal with whatever the mountain throws at you, and to a certain extent your mind.
Strong like bull. Strong like bull. Mountain goat.
Will we make it over there?
Now stop to the top.
Can't stop. To the top. To the top. One team, one family. One dream, one dream, one team.
We just set them up and pitch them. We find a good spot, then we pitch them, like what we just did right now. That's usual we do every day. And each morning we have to unpitch them to the next to get ready to just go to the next camp.
Day 3, done and dusted. We're here at Barranco Camp. Today's a big day. We go over 4-6, or we did go over 4-6, a place called Lava Tower. And what was noticeable for the group was the chit-chat and the conversations. That's unusual. Normally people are struggling, there's headaches, there's maybe a little bit of nausea, fatigue. It's not long ago we were in Arusha, only 3 days ago. So it's a very, very positive sign with what's to come. Unfortunately, we did lose a member of the group today in Brian, who couldn't continue from this morning. He was struggling with some sickness, and it was just the right call. It was the smart thing to do. He had to get back to Arusha and get out of altitude and get himself sorted with some meds and that type of thing. But so that was disappointing. He was clearly gutted. But the reality is that's life on the mountain, and it happens. And unfortunately, it happened to him at this time. The mountain's not going anywhere for Brian, so hopefully he'll consider coming back at some point. But for the rest of us, I think very positive day. Everyone seems to be moving along nicely, moving along smoothly, not too much issues, and a second big day out of the way. So yeah, onwards.